For me, the understanding is the basis. The basis is arts, and for me, arts is a value. Arts and culture, in the first place, is a value. And it has different values, of course. It has a social value, and that's what we are discussing, of course, mostly here this morning. But it also has a value in its own right, of course. As a colleague from the African Festivals Association, Mike van Graan in Girona recently said during a forum on culture and development, was that arts has at least 3 different kinds of values. As means of enlightenment, catharsis and pleasure, they have a value in their own right and contribute to the personal development. As an instrument of social cohesion, education, intercultural dialogue, and as vehicles for achieving some other social good, they have social value contributing to the social development. And of course, and that's heavily discussed on a European level at the moment, culture and arts has a value in the form of creative industries and an economic value, creating jobs and generating resources to fund other aspects of development. I'd like to stress out first this basis and the basic starting point that arts and culture is a right for everybody. It's a right for everybody to access culture, and this right is put down in many declarations, and it's attached in the European framework also to the Lisbon Treaty. The Human Rights Declaration and Article 169 refer to arts as a culture, as a human value, as a human right, no matter whether it's Europe, whether it's Valencia, whether it's Mexico. It's a human right that is declared in many international declarations. Of course, I'm representing Europe, a European network of arts festivals, and the political context, so the practice. And Rike and this dialogue session calls this cooperation through cultural organizations. This practice, of course, in the framework of the European Festivals Association is very much related to Europe. Although, as Rike said, we represent festivals also beyond European borders, still the political framework for us in the practice is the European one. And of course, as we know, European societies, and I think Granada is an outstanding example, not only historically but also currently, is marked by migration, by multicultural pluralism, intercultural cities, and arts there plays a role in a kind of cross-border tool to bring these different cultures on a basis of understanding together. We as European organizations, in this political framework that for the first time since 2007 is based on a European agenda for culture, which includes different elements of cultural diversity, intercultural dialogue, access to culture, and culture as a motor for creative development, as well as culture outside the European Union. This political framework is the framework where we are working in. And as a third element, the element of progress, I see this as a kind of result of what we are doing, is for me very, very closely related to responsibilities. And there I would not like to speak about responsibilities of the one or the other, but I would speak of shared responsibilities, of co-responsibilities. Responsibilities starting from the individual human being that endorses this basic elements of arts and culture as a right, going through festivals and their responsibilities in their daily work, being platforms of course, of celebration, of artistic development in the first place, but also of demonstration, demonstration of the artistic value, the social value, the cultural value, the global value of arts and of access to culture as a right. And as a third element, and that's what I'm representing, of course, most, is the responsibility of networks, of cultural networks.